Ascensions. I hope all is well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Pisces in your chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Piscean, you might find some information that may be valuable for you in this reading. Keep in the back of your mind, Pisces, as you listen to this reading, that the reading is general. So this will automatically mean that not every single solitary detail in this reading may be a part of your story. You know, I encourage you not to get distracted by the parts of the reading that don't resonate. Instead, let those messages go and take in what parts of the reading are genuinely for you. Please don't make any rash decisions based on a general reading. Now, if you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you could, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Also, even though I'm calling this a 7-day forecast, understand that not everything happens at the exact same time for everyone. So I encourage you to listen to the reading with an open mind. With all of that aside, let's get right into this. As I was shuffling, I saw Witch of Earth. So this could be you, Pisces. Maybe you have significant earth placements. Maybe you are dealing with an earth sign. Maybe you're very earthy. Maybe you're kind of plunging into your spiritual side. Maybe you've been a bit outdoorsy lately. You got Craftsman of Water, so this could definitely be you. Feels like you're building something. Maybe you're building a brand. Maybe there's a goal that maybe you're trying to accomplish. Pisces Nation, I almost wanted to say Capricorn. Balance. Happened to flip over in the reverse. And you got a master number here. You could be a life path number 11. 11th zodiac is Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You might have Aquarius placements here. Maybe some things are off balance. It could be your diet. It could be your sleep. We gonna see. All right, Holy Spirit, show me what you have for the Pisces Nation this week. It feels like you're encouraged to stand up, speak up, because it feels like there might be some things on your mind, Pisces, and forgive me in advance if I call you Capricorn, because it took so much out of me not to say Capricorn, even though I'm well aware that I'm reading for Pisces. Like I said, some of you have a Capricorn somewhere around you, or like I said, it's in your chart. There may be some truth that maybe you might feel that you need to speak. You might feel like you need to put somebody on blast. Or maybe there's just something that maybe you want to stand up for. Maybe you are an activist. Or maybe you're standing up for the underdog. Pisces, maybe you feel like you're the underdog. Crossing the threshold. You have a number 5 at the bottom here. So there's something that's getting ready to change. You're about to cross the threshold from one thing to the next. We're going to see what this is about. Bear with me, Pisces. I'm uncovering it. Okay, this looks like you're developing some type of strategy to maybe figure something out. Okay, I see a lot of different things in this reading, like unfolding so far. You got some conflict with somebody. Maybe this is why you feeling like you might need to speak up. You're the strategist in this reading. You're crossing some type of threshold. There's a maze here. So maybe this came out with the Fool card. So maybe you're starting out on some type of journey. This could be a career goal. Maybe there's some type of career aspiration that you have, but maybe you're not sure about how to get this started. You're not sure how to get from A to B with something. For some reason, when I said A to B, then this feels like this has something to do with transportation. Maybe you're having problems with your car. Pisces Nation, you're finding yourself having to walk places. Maybe you're walking places at night. But what I really kind of get from this is, yeah, this is why you come up as the strategist. If this is you not having some type of strategy, then this feels like you're putting some type of strategy plan together to accomplish some type of goal that maybe you feel is a bit complicated, or you're not sure how to see something through. Okay, it feels like you're starting to make some type of progress, because I feel like now you're getting ready to cross the threshold. Okay, it feels like there's some type of obstacle in front of you, obstacle course, whatever this is. It feels like you're going to be navigated, or this is your guides trying to give you some type of strategy to get through something that you might like, to help you to breeze through. It feels like you're going to come out on the other side of this obstacle, but it feels like the obstacle right now at this moment is getting started with something. This could definitely be you thinking about going, maybe there's a part of you that yearns to be outside. Maybe you yearn to be around water. You want to go outdoors, it looks like. It looks like you've been inside a lot. And I'm saying inside, I feel like you could have been very introverted. Maybe you're an introvert at heart, or maybe this is just something that you're dealing with lately. I think that there has been a period of indecision. I think that this is what this maze and this crossing the threshold is about. You've been having some inner conflict. You're at a period of indecision. You're realizing that it is time to make a crucial decision here. It's time to finally cross the threshold where maybe you have been delaying, you've been putting something off. Something may need to be resolved this week. And it feels like the way to resolve something is to speak up. Something needs to be said, and it feels like it's coming out of your mouth, Pisces. Maybe this is you taking some alone time. Maybe you have a pet. Maybe you are focusing on healing. Or maybe this is you. You are an energy healer. Hence why you come up as the witch, a healer. You're an energy healer. Maybe you're tapping into your ability to heal yourself, but I think that you also have this desire that you might feel like you have this calling to heal other people. I definitely feel like you have a very strong connection to higher realms. And so I feel like this might be why you feel called to go outside, to connect with nature, to hear directly from your guides, to get these direct downloads without distraction of everyday life, the everyday hustle and bustle of life. It feels like you need that alone time. I feel this week that you might be making some connections, past life connections. You could be meeting up with people from your past life, maybe in the dream world. Or maybe these are people that you've known before in a past life that happen to be resurfacing this week. These might be people that you might be making a connection with. Maybe you're making a connection with like-minded people, people that share the same spiritual values as you. It feels like, yeah, maybe you're thinking about some long-range thinking. You could definitely be thinking about some traveling. Have you been having any type of financial challenges? This week, I'm hearing Gemini so strong. Maybe this is why I'm seeing balance, because Spirit guides darted my eyes right back to this card. Finances. Maybe you've been having some difficulty keeping your finances afloat. You're trying to piece together a financial situation and come up with a strategy to maybe maximize your finances, because it looks like there have been some challenges there in the area of money. So this week, Pisces, be careful about overspending. Make sure that you stay in budget, because money, like I said, there could be less than maybe you anticipated coming in this week. You could be overspending. This is not a good week to lend money or borrow money. Live within your means. But on the flip side of things, know this, Pisces. If this is you, what I just described, it feels like there's an increase. There's something that it feels like you're trying to manifest. You're trying to bring something into your life, and it feels like it's this increase. It feels like maybe you're really on your grind this week. You're working really hard, trying to maybe make ends meet or meet some type of financial goal. Maybe this is some type of scholarly goal that you have, Pisces, but it feels like you're going to make it. especially when it has something to do with a creative project. It feels like this week you're making that a priority, or this is your guide saying, make that a priority. There's something that maybe you have been chiseling away at, something that you have wanted to craft or create, but maybe you've been putting it on the back burner because other priorities have been calling your name, Pisces. I don't know. Ooh, this is you. I think this is your role. I think this is you this week being guided into your role as spiritual teacher. I did say that you feel like you feel called to do something spiritual, some of you. I think that this is you this week creating boundaries. There might be some people that you might simply need to say no to. You got to understand, Pisces Nation, that sometimes no is a complete sentence, and it might be necessary for you to exercise that authority. Confirmation here. They call you a spiritual teacher. Or maybe you teach. Am I hearing elementary school? You might teach people that maybe don't have the knowledge that you have. You're spreading some type of knowledge, imparting knowledge to people that maybe don't, like I said, don't have the skill set that you do, or you know what I mean? You're teaching in some type of capacity. This could even be you as a parent, if it's not something that you have like a calling to do spiritually. They are telling you take some time out for self-care. So this is what I mean, like you're going out by yourself. Yeah, you might need some time to meditate, to rest. It feels like you haven't had proper time to do that. There's a celebration coming up for you. Am I reading for Pisces? Maybe there's a Leo. We're in Leo season. Maybe there is a Leo, or maybe you're a Leo sun and not a Pisces sun. Leo, Virgo. It feels like there's a birthday coming up. No, it feels like you're very detached. Okay, it looks like you're moving forward in some type of way. Somebody views you as detached. Or you might be viewing someone as detached. It could be this Page of Cups. A water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Someone feels absolutely invisible to you. Or like I said, maybe this is you in some capacity in your life. Maybe this is you at work. I did say that maybe you feel like the underdog. Maybe you feel invisible. Maybe someone feels invisible to you. This is definitely a week to break away from unproductive patterns. What has you feeling like this? Bear with me, Pisces. Like I said, I'm trying to put the pieces together. What has you feeling unproductive? It's like you're feeling sad about something. You're feeling disconnected from people, or you're deliberately detaching from people. I did call you an introvert in the beginning of the reading. Like I said, if you're not a natural introvert, it feels like something is causing you to be that way. Oh, emotional pain. I got this card for Capricorn, as a matter of fact. So maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, and that's what might be causing you to kind of pull away. You're feeling hurt, anxious. You might feel like somebody around you is playing mind games. Maybe there's someone that you wish would be fair and accountable. It could be this Taurus here. Somebody's playing mind games with you, and you're hurt. Or vice versa. This could be a child that might feel hurt, might feel invisible. Emotional pain. It feels like someone's going through it. It feels like there's someone that wants to come and make things right. But for right now, it feels like you just need an escape. You need some type of an outlet. You need some time to yourself. Maybe to process what you're feeling. Someone is coming clean. promise you, it feels like you're calling somebody out. And again, it feels like there's some type of celebration that's coming up. Someone, Pisces, is coming to you, but I'm hearing false pretenses. Here's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo. Here's your Capricorn. Yikes. Let me figure out how to phrase this. Okay, so you got this King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that might be coming to you. This is right beneath the Hierophant, so this could be, no doubt, a Taurus. Now, this person caused you some type of emotional pain. This might be somebody with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Somebody might really take offense kind of easily. Somebody's rejection sensitive. And so it feels like someone is coming to make up with you, but the thing is they're not being genuine. See, somebody's not playing by the rules. It's like somebody's coming to make up with you, but see, they got this knife here behind them. So somebody's not being genuine. They're coming to you, again, under false pretenses. They're coming clean. They're trying to make things right, but it's just a matter of time before somebody does the same thing that they've done before. They could be coming to you at a very vulnerable time in your life. And it feels like this person kind of sends you a message. They drop into your inbox, your DMs out of nowhere. And it looks like there's strings attached to this. There's strings attached to this. The thing is, if you decide to maybe hear this person out, it feels like there's someone that maybe wants you to hear things from their perspective. There may be an opportunity for some of you. This person is genuine. But for a majority of you, the way that the cards come up in this reading, no. Follow your gut instinct. And you know this person like the back of your hand anyway, Pisces. It feels like your intuition is a very strong gift of yours. The Magician, the Tower. This is what I mean. And you got a Leo here that plays a huge part in your story. I think you know who this person is. You know that this person could be very, very manipulative. You know what their plan is. Okay, so let's go back to this, right? The Strategist. And I think that this is someone creating some type of strategy to come to you to get on your good side. But I just feel like they have something up their sleeve. Somebody that took you for granted. What's their intention? Feels like this is the same conniving type of behavior. I don't know, Pisces, who you're dealing with, but they're having conversations about other people, having conversations about you. Somebody's talking about you, talking to other people. About what, though? This person is coming out more like an enemy than a friend, or more like an enemy than a lover. What do they want? Okay, so let's put that aside. I do see that situation. We're going to talk about that in a second. This is a lover. Thank you, spirit guides. This is somebody that kept you waiting. For some of you, this is a friend. It's not a love situation at all. What do they want? They're trying to resolve something with you. Somebody's coming to see you. This could be somebody that's at a distance. That, like I said, they're dropping you a message before they come and see you. All right, this is a lot of stuff going on. So let me see if I can put this back so I can kind of make sense of the situation. I do see somebody that's envious of you. Okay. You might be suspicious of someone. You're suspicious of this person. You're suspicious of this person's motives. Are they genuine? Are they real? I think you might be wondering if they're coming to you under false pretenses. Deadbeat. This could be your baby father. This could be your own dad. It could be this King of Pentacles. Somebody has some type of a strategy, okay? And I don't like their strategy. Let me lay out another spread. They play mind games. It's going to be up to you about how you decide to really navigate this situation. Somebody feels guided back to you, Pisces Nation, and I'm trying to figure out why. Your body language says so much. Pisces, it feels like your body language says that you're moving on. You're looking forward. You're not looking back on whatever happened. You are looking back emotionally. Yeah, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about maybe what happened. You're having some negative flashbacks about the things that happened. You're still emotionally attached to what happened. It still hurts. The memories of what they did, the way that they hurt you, it feels like it was very unnecessary. You might even feel provoked in some type of way. Okay, so this person is coming back into your energy. The Lovers. This might have something to do with it. You got the Chariot here on the side, but this is the Lovers. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Leo cusp. King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. That's what I mean. Someone's coming back to initiate a conversation with you. Be an air sign. You might have some very judgmental people that are kind of like watching you. Very opinionated. You might feel like you live your life under a microscope, basically. This is somebody at work. Their body language really says a lot. Okay, again, envy. So I think that someone that is envious of you, you might be suspicious of somebody, somebody's jealous of you. Or Pisces, this is you feeling this way towards someone. Somebody has a strategy. Somebody has some type of agenda, Pisces Nation. And it feels like somebody wants to like knock you off your game. This is somebody at your job that I feel, it doesn't have to be at work, but this is what, you know, just my feeling. Someone is trying to create some type of conflict, some type of downfall for you. You could have a difference of opinion with someone. I guess the thing is, Pisces Nation, okay? There's somebody that's upset with you, vice versa, some type of discord around you. And I think you're going to figure out how to navigate this situation. Now, someone sees you as detached. This could be that someone may want to come and clear something up with you. I don't know. Somebody is unclear about how to do that. How to get you to let your guard down. How to get you to maybe not be so upset with them. Okay? Because again, it's your body language. Somebody feels that you're mad or that you always have an attitude, or you know what I mean? They could be misjudging you. It could be for an absolute reason, because it feels like Pisces, maybe you put up with a lot of disrespect in the past, because that's what this looks like to me, that you had a high tolerance for disrespect. And you know, maybe this is why you kind of like need your space right now, and maybe you're kind of like really enjoying this time by yourself. And maybe there's somebody, like I said, you want someone to be accountable, fair. And maybe they don't want to be real about what happened. Maybe they don't want to be honest about that. And maybe somebody might be running their mouth about you behind your back, and maybe they don't really have the facts straight. If this is you, currently you're in a relationship with someone, High Priestess. So this is what I mean. I feel like you're able to really see through someone's tactics, someone's lies. This may be somebody in the tarot community. Somebody around you is making some underhanded secret plans. This is what I mean, to take you down, Pisces. Envy. This is all out of envy. Somebody's trying to cause conflict and drama with you because they're envious of you. And I think you have people around you that are just watching. They want to know the tea. They're kind of like watching to see what's going on. I think other people know about this, Pisces. But whatever this is, your body language says so much. It's because you know something is up. You know that they're acting cold. They're acting distant. I think that some of you, there may be accusations this week about cheating, about there being an emotional connection to someone else. This is why we have this balance card that came out in reverse. This has something to do with things at home or things in a relationship. Harmony is thrown off between you and someone, whether romantic or otherwise. Someone is defensive. They don't want to hear things from your perspective. Yeah. An old scenario with an air sign for some of you. Or a Virgo. An earth sign. I don't know if this is not where you are right now, where you want a relationship. I don't know, because it looks like you're content to spend this time on your own. Like you're intentionally isolating yourself. And it's not because you can't get somebody. It could be, well, let's talk about that, actually. There could be some people that are very genuinely interested in you, Pisces. But, you know, they could be misreading you. They could be. Because you have this card that says your body language says so much. And your body language could be saying, you know, there could be some people that are afraid to approach you. Because you could be giving off an image where people could genuinely be misreading you. Yeah. But, I don't know, singles. If you find that you're not coming across anybody or you're not really getting people approaching you, but you are open to dating, it could be that. It could be your body language. Your body language says fear. I'm afraid to let my guard down. I'm afraid to get hurt again. I'm afraid of disappointment. This could be the vibe that you're giving off without even realizing it. It does look like someone is interested in asking you out, Pisces. Again, I'm fighting the urge to say Capricorn, but I don't know. There could be issues here with a pregnancy scare, I want to say. No. Some of you might be pregnant. Or some of you, there's a pregnancy scare. Or this could be somebody had a baby on you, Pisces. And maybe this is why you're pissed at somebody. You don't want to talk to them. That's why you're feeling hurt and disappointed. Or you might find out that they have a baby mama. Singles, if that's you. Somebody could be coming in as a strategist. And I just kind of get the vibe, singles, that somebody's keeping a secret. And I'm going to say a side note real quick. Because you're upset with somebody, you're not speaking to them, they're going to reach out to you, send you a text message. Maybe in the past you guys have had these text battles back and forth. Or maybe that's something that's coming up. Because I kind of see that. When I say Capricorn, some of you could be meeting a Capricorn or a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I said Capricorn multiple times. An earth sign. There's a water sign here too. Bring in illusions. No, this is a past situation. No matter how many times I shuffle, this looks like this is a repeat of the past, unless this is you meeting someone that you feel is similar to somebody that you've dealt with in the past. Different person, same face type of thing. I could read it that way. But, you know, I don't think that you're going into a situation kind of butting heads with someone. I feel like this is a past situation. For some of you, like I said, a fellow water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Maybe you feel like you couldn't get along with this person. They were incredibly selfish, disappointing, disrespectful. There's a Leo here too. This person feels like they have to walk on eggshells. to kind of please you or talk to you, or this is their approach. They might feel like it's better off not talking to you than talking to you, but feel the need to break the ice. This week, Pisces, time management, okay? The way that you manage your time is going to be crucial. Because it feels like there could be some procrastination. You could be wasting a lot of time, thinking a lot of negative thoughts. Wow, you have a lot of references here to amaze. Something you might find. You got the thunder. This is crazy. You got thunder, lightning, and clouds in the background of both cards. Two different, completely different decks. This feels like this is your thought space. Very negative, very dark. Confused maybe about some things. I don't know. For some of you, you got this Witch card. I don't really see a negative connotation with this card, but see, when these cards came out together, I mean, that says a lot. This tells me people could be doing black magic on you. Now, let me make it very clear. That part, what I just said, is not for every Pisces listening. It's not for every cross-watcher listening. But if this is a part of your story, here's your confirmation. You would know this. If this is something that's going on, I don't think that this would take you by surprise. Pisces, I think you would completely be aware that this is what's going on around you. That somebody could be doing some type of puppet work, spell work on you. Not the case for all, but I do see someone that's envious, trying to create conflict, frustration for you. And I think that this could be, you know, something that this might be where your mind is this week. Or this is someone trying to create some type of difficulty for you. It doesn't have to be always in terms of spell work, but I do see that in this reading. It could be manipulation. This week, Pisces Nation, I kind of gather like discrimination. Did I say you could be an activist, a humanitarian? You might be standing up, like I said before, for the underdog. But I feel like some of you might work in law. You might work in the legal field. This is the week to think strategically, okay? This is definitely you being the strategist this week. It feels like there's a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things that you're having to balance, especially mentally and emotionally. It feels like there is a need to maybe compartmentalize, okay? Put different things in different perspectives, different categories, okay? Mentally, it feels like you're going to be putting your emotions in this box, work in this box. You know what I mean? You're having to separate what you're going through emotionally and what you're going through in your environment and in your thoughts from your work. It feels like you got to be able to find a way to separate all of these different things, because it feels like these things might snowball if you're not able to separate these things. It feels like they're going to cause, you know, a lot of damage for you. Work your magic. This is what I'm really trying to say. Thank you, Spirit guys, for making that very clear. Okay, you see what's really going on, right? I want you to see that's confirmation for someone listening. This is a week to really focus on your priorities, because I promise you there's going to be some things that come up this week, Pisces Nation, that kind of pull you to the left. And it feels like that's this person or these people's agenda in the first place. Remember this Strategist card. Somebody, like I said, wants to knock you off your game out of jealousy. Stay hydrated this week, Pisces Nation, because I do see issues here with health. And this feels like this is health related to stress. Feels like you have so much stress on you. I feel like you could be facing burnout. Or this could be maybe feel like you're like somebody that you work with. Maybe you feel like they're lazy. They take the easy way out. This could be somebody plagiarizing your work. Yeah. Somebody's taking the easy way out. We did talk about a baby daddy, a deadbeat father. That could be why you're pissed. Somebody takes the easy way out. Again, I feel like this is why you're speaking up. You're clear-minded thinking. This is what I mean. It feels like your mind is just all over the place. You don't know how to get out of a situation or navigate through a situation. It's the way that you're thinking about something. You need to have clear-minded thinking this week. I promise you. That's going to take you a long way, Pisces Nation, is to keep your thoughts clear. Because it looks like you don't trust someone. Or somebody doesn't trust you. And this feels like this is a friendship, or this is in a work situation. It's like a work colleague. Yeah, you got to be able to think rationally. Not procrastinate. Use your time wisely. So that you're not looking back and like, oh my God, like, I didn't get that done. I didn't get this done. Now I'm having to run to try to keep up with the pace. It feels like it's that type of thing. You could be facing some type of stagnation. I see some muscle pains here. Maybe some issues with your skin. Maybe you're breaking out. Or you have eczema. You have some type of skin situation. I think you might have some stubborn weight. It feels like it's along the midsection that you're trying to get rid of, Pisces, and it's frustrating you. For some of you. Oh, look at you being provided for. You're waiting for some money. It feels like it's coming in for you. If I didn't say this already, I said in the beginning that it feels like you're on your grind. And it feels like whatever this is that you're working toward, it's going to pay off for you. Here's a Leo. And I think that this is what I mean. It's like your guides are telling you to be optimistic about something. If something kind of looks like it's not going to work out, or you don't know how to figure something out, or you don't know the right answer to a situation, it feels like you're going to be able to gain that clear-minded thinking in order to make that decision that you need to make. For a child or for you. Children, it feels like there's children involved in this situation. Pisces Nation, yep, you got a lot of trauma, a lot of pain that you're overcoming. I think that you might be reaching out for some type of guidance, or this is you. You might be, I did call you an energy healer in the beginning of this reading. I feel like maybe you're someone that offers guidance and hope to other people that may feel a bit lost. Or this might be something that you're guided to. Integrity. If I wasn't very clear, I was saying that there's some people that you work with, work around, or that you keep company with. You break bread with these people. You feel like somebody's lazy. They take the easy way out. Integrity goes a long way this week. I feel like you're going to be able to decipher. You're going to be able to see for yourself. Pisces Nation or Cross Watcher. The real from the fake. The genuine from the copycats. Okay? Because it looks like someone is very creative. And there's someone that really takes a lot of time. Like I said, envy. Because of someone's creativity, because of someone's ability to think outside the box and problem solve. You got a lot of choices. Okay, I was talking to you about accessing that clear-minded thinking, and it feels like you're having to navigate through a lot of different choices, maybe about your career. There's some signs that you're going to be receiving from your spirit guides. There's some spirit signs. This could be from a passed on loved one. It feels like this could be feathers. This could be coins. There could be sending you other signs to remind you that they're with you. You're never alone. This could be a child. If you did lose a child, or you lost someone early in their adulthood, it feels like this person is trying to show you that they're definitely around you. You got some emotional wounds to tend to this week, and you really want to nourish your body to the best that you can, okay? Because it looks like you're dehydrated, you're not drinking enough water, you're very acidic, okay, in your body. Okay, because I'm seeing something about some health, okay? Something here related to your health. Listen to your body, okay? Because I think you're going to be making some changes here with your health situation. It feels like you might need to get some sleep. See, that's what I mean. If somebody around you is taking like the lazy way out, the easy way out, it feels like there's some type of negative consequence that comes up. Especially if this is a legal situation, Pisces. So random. Somebody running from something, running from love, running from the law. There is some type of negative consequence to something. That's what I mean. In front of a lot of people, okay? It feels like people are going to be able to see who's lying and who's being genuine. Who has integrity, who does not. That's going to be evident in this situation. And this situation may involve an Aquarius. Or you are Pisces on the Aquarius cusp. There's some type of feared change here. But something, especially with this number 5 here, crossing the threshold, something is going to require you to make some type of a change, to cross the threshold over something that's causing you to be fearful. It's like you're running from something. You're afraid of something. You're afraid to face something, face the consequences of something, face someone in particular. Something is getting ready to go down. There's an enemy that you're going to be taking down, or there's an enemy that's taking you down. And it feels like it's the spirit guides that are, look at that. The spiritual team is helping you take down an opponent. You're walking away from something. If this is some type of drama or conflict that somebody is bringing your way this week, it feels like you're going to find a way to walk away from that, or to not entertain the rhetoric. Okay, now if there's something that you're trying to build, something that you're trying to accomplish, and that's why this maze is here. We were talking about that in the beginning, where you're not sure about how to get something from A to B. It feels like your guides are telling you that you really do have the ability, the skill set to see something through, but it may just be your mindset, right? You could be in a very negative mind state about something, or this could be, you could be surrounded by negative people. You know what I mean? Or like I said, this is the jealousy situation. You're very creative and somebody is like feeling quite salty about something that you bring to the table. And this could be the person that's very competitive and lying about you, lying to themselves, lying about something at work. Exhaustion. I did talk to you about your health, getting some sleep, finding a way to stay positive, because you got these dark thoughts right here. The way that you think, Pisces Nation, could really have a bearing on the things that are going on in your life. You take back your power. And the way that you do so is to listen to your intuition the first time. Because it looks like you've been in limbo about your intuition. And that feels like that's one of the biggest gifts that you have this week. It feels like this is a week where you're embracing your intuition. You're trusting your inner knowing about certain things. And I think you're going to come to realize that your intuition is right about something. This week there's some type of an approval. It feels like there's an approval for a loan, maybe a grant that maybe you've applied for. See, there is a new door opening up for you. It feels like that something is going to require you to walk away. Something that maybe yes, this is a career transition. I feel like this is where you're crossing the threshold into your purpose, into your, like I said, your path as a healer. Or some of you are starting a family, but that's what I'm feeling. Or you're meeting a mentor. You might meet a person that has a lot of integrity. This is why this integrity card comes out. It feels like you're meeting somebody that you look up to. Somebody that's going to help guide you in the right direction, because I did say you're looking for some type of guidance here. And I definitely feel like there's some synchronicities that are coming in. There's going to be some, so-called coincidences that kind of pop up in your life, but they're not really coincidences. There are really messages, direct messages from your guides that are going to help you navigate through a situation where you're not even sure, how, like I said, how to navigate it. Now this week, this feels like this is where you're crossing the threshold. You don't know how to get something done or accomplished, but it feels like now you're going to face those fears and finally cross the threshold, you know, of something that's been holding you back, where you haven't been taking action on something, and now this week it feels like you dive right into a goal, or this is your guides nudging you to do so. This is your confirmation to do so this week, Pisces Nation. Let's see, Holy Spirit, what is the advice that you have for the Pisces Nation this week? Set clear boundaries. Empower yourself by setting limits, such as saying no to a request or socializing less. This kind of self-care creates more respectful, healthy relationships. We talked about in the beginning that maybe you are spending some time alone. You are setting boundaries with certain people. You're detaching when you need to, and you're kind of like coming back when you feel like you have the energy or the ability to do so. And maybe this week, like I said, this is a very introverted week for you. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to set boundaries with people. Maybe you feel like you're being mean, you know, but it feels like it just might be very necessary. This feels like this is a very self-focused week for you. Watch for the cosmic wink. We talked about that just a moment ago. How your guides are putting together synchronicities for you. How you're going to notice numbers kind of lining up for you. Certain people kind of like coming into your path at the right time, right? It feels like this is all divinely orchestrated. Magic comes when spirit winks at us. Stay aware of synchronicities that provide unexpected answers. Positive forces are always at play in your life. So again, your guides are saying, watch for this. Okay, watch this pop up. Okay, so you got this work your magic card. So maybe this is you maybe trying to manifest something, bring something into your reality. And now your guides are saying, now watch for the signs to help you make things happen, or to navigate, again, to find a strategy to navigate through something that you feel is frustrating or kind of like out of your hands. Okay, one more, Holy Spirit. What is the advice for the Pisces Nation? Make peace. Make peace with uncertainty. I guess that's what this maze is. Something may come up, Pisces Nation, or perhaps it already did. And it may give you this sense of uncertainty. Again, this whole thing about switching directly into automatic pilot, thinking negative thoughts. I don't know how to get through this. I don't know how to navigate through a situation, right? It might cause you to go straight into negative thinking, right? But your guides are saying make peace with uncertainty, because we don't always know the outcome of something before we kind of like set sail on it always. It may take a while to find clarity about a situation. Be patient. Know that invisible healing forces are at work during this phase. For some of you, this might have this sense of uncertainty may come in the form of a health situation. It may come in the form of a health situation. Maybe what am I trying to say? Like mental health challenge. Maybe you're having a lot of anxiety. Something is challenging your mental health. Yeah. Uncertainty about a separation, because it does look like you're separated from someone. Make peace with uncertainty. Yeah. Maybe there was a situation where maybe you feel like you put your foot in your mouth, Pisces, and maybe you're uncertain about maybe whether or not you can reconcile with someone, or you feel like somebody's mad at you. Whatever this is, your guides are telling you make peace with uncertainty. This is a sure part of life, where you don't always know the outcome of something before you set sail on it. So there's going to be a situation that may pop up this week, Pisces, where you might need to, it may take a minute for you to find peace or clarity about a situation, and you may be exhausting your mind and racking your brain about how to fix something. Your guides are saying pretty much they already have it tended to. It's already done. It's just your state of mind that's kind of like throwing you off. All right, Pisces Nation, well, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. You found that it was helpful, Pisces Nation, give it a thumbs up. Consider subbing to my channel if you haven't already. And if you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit that post notification bell so that you don't miss an upload whenever I upload for you, a sign that you're cross-watching for, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Pisces Nation, for choosing to spend this time with me. Have a blessed week, Pisces Nation. See y'all next week. Peace out.